Beep beep, what is up ninjas? My name is Emerald. So yesterday I was in a session with one of my students. We were vibing each other, comparing how big our mastering chains were. Mine was this big, his was this little, so you know I was the superior one there. I'm just kidding on that. But I decided to show him the Dirty Bird sound bank coming out next Friday. And he goes, you know, as I'm playing all the presets, he's going like... He goes on to say, yo Sen, some of these are really good for Brazilian bass, which is a genre he's making, as well as low bass. And I'm like... We got a lot of genres, what's low bass? He goes on to explain that low bass is this genre that Brazilian producers are making, and I'm like, what's with Brazilian producers making these bass heavy genres? We get it, you guys have the biggest bassists in the world. I mean, I admire your bassists, but whatever though. But that session made me laugh, and it also inspired me to make this video for you guys, which is where I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to make these low bass Reeses or low bass lines, and how to do that legato trick they have going on a lot for your productions, guys. Now, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I have funny content for you guys as well as educational content. You can go follow me at Emerald Music, guys. And at the end of July, we are gonna be having that Dirty Bird sound bank, which is next Friday. So if you guys want to support the channel, you know where to find it. All right, guys, so let's get straight into this. We're gonna initialize the preset. Now, in order to make these type of sounds, you really have to decide from the beginning on what kind of vibe you're going for. Are you going for that detuned saw? Are you going for the dirtier one? Are you going for a basic saw that you're gonna add these changes to? After you've decided this, you need to decide how you're gonna have this sound change, because we're gonna be applying a mod wheel to this in order to make automation life a lot easier for us. So first things first is I'm gonna go with the very generic one, which is just 2 saws detuned. -3 for both of them. We're gonna apply a bit of fine. Put one here. So there we go. And then we're gonna put a low pass filter. Now we're gonna put a mod wheel, and this is where your decision really matters, because if you want this to open up like, then again, you're gonna have to do it like this. But some people like to have this wiggly effect come into play here, so that's where we would add this to level 1 gain instead, so you can get that effect. At the same time, you can also move the cutoff up a little bit more, and that's gonna be about it. We're gonna add a bit of distortion. Now another cool trick here is to go -2 on this, so you cover more frequencies. Or you can go +7. So you get that nice vibe. You can even go -1 on it. Okay, so that's how we're gonna get these kind of sounds. Let's increase the drive, maybe a little bit of resonance. Okay, so I'm gonna go from there. So now from here, the important thing is this mono legato. There are 2 ways to do the Brazilian bass, or sorry, the low bass pitch bend, you know, sounding like, you know, someone's getting wrecked. You like, it's gonna be going from a low G that sounds like that to a very high G, and you can start it anywhere you want. The key thing is you want to have this note play first, so that way we work our way up to this, and from here, this portamento end, you have to have it high, and we can just increase. So that's gonna control the length, how long it takes for us to do that trick. And then as we do that, we can automate the mod wheel now. We can even increase the rate here a bit. So that's how you're gonna start to get those really cool kind of sounds that we have. And then from there, that's the low race beast. Now here you can go 8 detune, make it white. If that's what you want, whiteness, make sure to get rid of the retrig. You're gonna need more than 1 voice for that. But each way is right, it just depends on what you really want. So you can see you can make a lot of cool sounds like this. Now, you can also go to a wave where it sounds just a little bit different. And we can close the filter down more, so we don't want it to go that high. And maybe here, let's get rid of that. And lower the D2. And you know, you can just have fun with that. -2. And you can do a lot of cool stuff. You know, here is pretty much going to be the creativity that you have on how you want to achieve that. So let's do one more, because a lot of them aren't going to be like that. They're going to sound a bit dirtier as well. And if you want dirt, low pass and distortion is the way to go. So we're gonna again apply mono legato, negative, and then we can apply a bit of distortion there. Fold, and there we go, maybe a saw. And again, you're gonna add that automation. Now you can add the automation of it opening up if you know that's what you want from this sound at all times. You can add a cutoff AB automation to open that up. Lower. You can also add that change in the pitch already at a very fast rate. Just go a little bit slower, 160. So the possibilities here are endless, guys, and that's how we create these type of sounds. The key thing here is that what you want it to do, it's in the mono legato and how you achieve that. You can do this exact same thing that we did here just by doing a standard pitch bend as well. You don't need to follow my route. You can just have something like this where you decide how long it takes, maybe by the time we get here, and you can have this. We go negative 12 on this, or 12 bend range. But it just doesn't sound as pleasing because that legato really has a little bit of swag to it that makes it feel good. Now the last trick I want to show you is if you really want this to sound dirty as well, you can add a bit of white noise to go with it and distort the shit out of it. We're gonna apply low pass and we're gonna add a cutoff now and move that to the right at maybe 1/16 or 1/8. 112, and then from here we're gonna add a mod wheel to increase that cutoff up. And then I do want another saw actually here, so I'm gonna go with that. And I want the tune saws here, so. And maybe the cutoff a little bit more open because I still want that sound to sound. And again, I'm gonna get rid of this technique here because again, I prefer the portamento part. That's one of the things as I was teaching that trick to my student was that, you know, I showed him two ways, but they always go on this route. They always want to do this instead. So mono legato that. We can also, so the sky's the limit with these Reese basses, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I wanted to get a tutorial out for you guys so that you guys can enjoy making these. And again, it's all about that mod wheel. If you can achieve that mod wheel, you can do a lot of stuff. It'll make your life a lot easier. So as you're playing the bass, maybe if you have a MIDI keyboard and a little mod wheel, you can move it up and down. But that's going to be the end of the tutorial, guys. I'll see you guys next time. I wanted to make this quick tutorial for you guys because I thought this sound was just so badass.